File item number 6. Members, Senator Gordon, you may proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Chair and members. Assembly Bill 495 would increase from $25,000 to $50,000 the amount for which East Bay Regional Park District or the Mid-Peninsula Regional Open Space District may enter into contracts without the formalized bid process. Last year in Assembly Bill 745 by Mr. Levine, we raised the cap for non-bid maintenance contracts for most regional parks and open space districts. That amount was raised to $25,000. That was done to reflect inflation and the increased costs of minor district maintenance activities. However, the two largest park and open space districts in the state did not similarly have their non-bid limits, which were already at $25,000, increased proportionally. This legislation would simply increase these contract limits for these two districts, subject to the approval of the locally elected district boards. Combined, these two districts manage for the public over 180,000 acres of parks and permanent open space, and this legislation will save hundreds of hours of staff time and thousands of dollars each year, savings that can dedicate more resources to opening preserves, trails, and other amenities to the publics in these districts at a much faster pace. I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Yeah. All those in support? Sir? Please.
Yes, can I make I'll make a short statement. My name is Pete Siemens. I'm President of the Board of Directors of Mid-Peninsula Regional Open Space District. AB 495 is fully supported by our board. And I want to thank the committee for considering this bill and thank Assemblymember Gordon for carrying it for us. A recent operational study showed that raising a general manager's purchasing authority would save staff time in developing contracts and better reflect the need to efficiently contract for work. The current limit of $25,000 was authorized in 2002 for Mid-Peninsula, and costs of these contracts have risen considerably in the years since. In addition, an expedited process makes it possible to attract and do more business with smaller firms. And just as a point, a number of times we get a bidding conference and we'll have a half a dozen or 8 contractors show up, and then they'll look at the requirements and we end up getting 2 bids. And our board really likes to have at least 3 or more for bidding contracts. So if there's any questions, I'll be happy to answer anything about how we operate now or
Thank you, sir. Very much appreciate it.
Excellent. Morning, Chair and members. Doug Houston, representing the East Bay Regional Park District. And to amplify on a point articulated in Mr. Weinberger's analysis, the district, we conducted
Did he do a good job?
Fairly good job. I wanted to admonish him on one point, however. He indicated that the Park District is one of the largest park districts in the U.S. It is the largest park district in the continental.
Well, I think we'll have to, given the fact that there was a mistake in the analysis, we'll just park this and put it back on for the next hearing. We'll hold the bill.
And thank you for bringing it.
Thank you for bringing it to our attention.
Let's hold this over.
That's right. Thank you, Senator Pavley.
Anyways, the district conducted an independent analysis last year based on the level of contract, raising it from $25,000 to $50,000. And if this bill weren't in place last year, the district would have realized cost savings in the magnitude of about $350,000. So it's not chump change, and we respectfully urge your support.
Is that in the bill, chump change?
Yep.
Just curious to find term. Senator Bell.
Yeah, I just, as a representative of the Mid-Peninsula Open Space District, I'd like to congratulate them for their fine service of preserving 62,000 acres of open space in our community, and specifically the board chairman, Mr. Siemens, for his service. I'd like to point out to the committee some facts. When I was graduated from San Jose State, I got my first job as a beginning level planner for the town of Los Gatos, and I used to deliver my council member here from Los Gatos the package of all the planning reports. This was quite some time ago, but he's been serving our community ever since. Wow. And he's done a fine job on the open space district, and I'd like to congratulate Rich Gordon as well. So,
is that a motion?
I would move this bill.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Senator Padley.
Thank
Got a
you,
motion,
Congratulations
Senator
for
Bell?
your service, Pete.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. Was that a motion, sir?
Yes, sir.
That was a motion to do pass to the floor. Senator Morlock.
Assemblyman Gordon, this is a 100% increase.
Correct.
Could you explain yourself?
Money.
Just messing with you, man. He just trying to give you a hard time.
I'm good.
It's
Rich and I are old friends as supervisors. I just had to do that.
You got a good face on there on that stuff. Beating me.
it just seemed like a good round number.
But and there's no evidence at all that we've seen. I mean, it makes common sense to me too. But where these small amounts, where you could actually get collusion in numbers and stuff. I mean, I think it's process over. You know, we've taken it too far. I don't disagree 1 inch. I think it's smart. But
$5,000 doesn't go very far anymore.
yeah, I don't know that the hard way. Okay. Anything further among the members? Any opposition? We got a motion by Senator Bell to pass to the floor. Okay, that was good close. Secretary, call the roll.
Hertzberg?
Aye.
Hertzberg, aye. Wynn? Bell? Bell, aye. Hernandez? Hernandez, aye. Laura? Morlock? Morlock, aye. Pavley?
Aye?
Pavley, aye. 5-0.
5-0, we'll hold it open.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thanks for coming. Thanks for your service. Good job. Really appreciate the smart stuff. Okay, pulling teeth. AB 644. Doctor.
Good morning, Mr. Chair.
That's what it says on my wall anyway, pulling teeth, so you got to come over and see it. Yep.
Check that out.
AB 644. File item number 7, members.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Chair and members.
He does.
Younger days.
Currently, properties to be subdivided within the State Responsibility Area, or SRA, which is basically a very high fire hazard severity zone, must undergo a finding process through the Subdivision Map Act. The finding process is intended to ensure that as land use changes, appropriate attention is given to fire prevention and protection. In rural areas, which is like most of my district, the options for fire protection are difficult, expensive, and sometimes unnecessary. Most subdivisions are developed upon, and the revenue from development can be used to pay for fire protection. If land remains open space, there is no new revenue, and families are often forced to develop or sell their pieces of land to developers, losing the open space. AB 644 would allow owners of open space land to be exempt from the finding process as long as the land will remain open space after the subdivision. Additionally, if open space subdivisions would result in parcels of 40 acres or smaller, those subdivisions would be subjected to a building restriction on any new residential, commercial, or industrial structures. I want to thank the committee, accept the committee amendments. Here in support on behalf of Humboldt County is Karen Lang.
Good morning, Mr. Chair and members. Karen Lang on behalf of the Humboldt County Board of Supervisors. They're one of the few counties that have an incredible amount of acreage that's actually privately held. This is not an issue in every county. It is an issue in Humboldt. Right now, they are unable to process a subdivision for a family who's trying to bequeath equal parcels of 6,000 acres to each of their sons because it's resource land. There's no fire protection. They can't do it. So they're looking for legislative relief from the assemblyman, and we urge your vote. They're not trying to put anyone in danger. This is land that doesn't have fire protection now. The state CAL FIRE's told them they don't have fire protection. They all know that. They just want to be able to give it to their children and continue to use it as resource land. There would not be structures built there. They're not going to put human beings in harm's way.
Staff guy?
He's my staff.
Is he any good? Why don't you say something?
Awesome.
Anybody else in support? Anybody opposed? Now, I understand that you've taken some amendments, but we don't have time to get them done, so we're going to re-refer this to rules, and then it'll go to Chairwoman Pavley's committee. Is that correct? So we can hear this again? Is that my understanding?
I don't know if it's going to my committee, is it? It is? Natural Resources?
Oh, Natural Resources want to hear it.
Huh?
Do you know that?
Doesn't want to hear it?
Does want to hear it.
Does want to hear it.
Yeah, you want it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm told. I could be wrong.
I'm not a big fan of SRA fees, so.
Okay, well, this is do we have a motion on this from anybody? Senator, moved by Senator Hernandez, is due pass as amended to the Committee on Rules. Do you know about that? I'm
not aware of that.
You're not aware of that? You're not aware of that? Who do we? Here's the staff guy here. Is this the guy who's working on it here? What's his name? Let's bring him up here. Let's put him on the griddle. Well, it's your first bill before the Senate committee, isn't it?
My third, so.
Okay, well, that's what I've got is due pass. My understanding is that you've negotiated amendments described in the comments 3 and comments 4, and to correct the language as set forth in comments 5. Just make sure we're on the same page. I don't want to.
Is CAL FIRE opposed or something? There's no opposition.
CAL FIRE is not opposed.
No, that's why, no.
Senator, they helped us.
There's no opposition, and nothing's came in late to the committee, as far as I know. Nothing.
No.
Is that your understanding of what the deal is? I just want to make sure you're okay with this. I mean, this is what my records show for my committee. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, no, I'm
Treat you
totally fine
appropriately.
with it. I was just unaware that there would be, we'd be referred back to rules and then.
Yeah, I guess just because of timing, a process thing and a timing deal, and I'm told that natural water, natural resources, you've got the chairwoman right here, they want the bill.
You're on the committee, too.
And I'm on the committee too, so I'm voting yes today.
Okay, I'm happy. Yes, I'm very happy with the rules and.
I'm voting yes today. Okay, anything further? Nothing further? You need to close. Okay, we got a motion by Senator Hernandez. Secretary, call the roll.
Hertzberg.
Aye.
Hertzberg, aye. Wynn. Bell. Bell, aye. Hernandez. Hernandez, aye. Laura. Morlock. Morlock, aye. Pavley.
Aye.
Pavley, aye.
5-0, hold it open for the remaining couple of senators. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Wood, very much, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Okay, is Assemblyman Mullen here yet? I saw him earlier. He's coming? Okay. File item number 9. We don't have Brian Dahl either. Okay, well, can we call their offices? You have called them? Thanks, man. That is a very thing. Oh, yeah, so we all got to do that, Frank. So let's open the roll on.
Consent?
We've already done consent, but I don't think you were here. Was she not here for consent? So let's open the roll on consent for the members here. This is file items. Consent was, what were the numbers?
4 and
4 and 8. 4 and 8, file items number 4 and 8. We're opening the roll on consent. Secretary, call the roll.
Bell. Aye. Bell, aye. Laura. Pavley.
Aye.
Pavley, aye.
Okay.
6-0.
6-0, hold the roll open for Senator Lara, who's, I'm sure, involved in this thing. Okay, what else do we have for the other members that are here so we can save some time for them on their calendars? We'll take a look and go through everything for you guys. Just who's missing on this one?
This one's fine.
Pavley, Bell's on that one too?
Yes.
Okay, and Hernandez? Because Morlock's been here the whole time.
Yes. We're just missing Wynn and Laura on that one.
Okay.
Morlock was a no. We're just missing Wynn and Laura.
Hernandez is on that one, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else?
This one we're missing Wynn and Laura.
Okay.
you were gone for.
We're just making sure, you're the man.
Wynn and Laura.
Okay,
Wynn and Laura. We're
okay.
good.
We're good. All right, you guys, we're giving a couple minutes. Well, we got to keep the roll open for Laura and Wynn. Is she coming back?
She was out.
Okay. We're shutting the hall, okay. So all we need is Mullen and Dolly. How do you pronounce his name, Dahl?
I would pronounce it Dahl with an E being silent.
Yeah, Dahl. You pronounce his name Dahl? Brian Dahl or Dahl? How do you pronounce his name, Dahl? Dolly? What is? Okay.
All right, I got one for you.
You got one, come on.
Which one is this? Is this?
Who is it? We're ready for you, man. Let's go. This is file item number 9, AB 1290. Right? 1290? This is you. Okay. This is it. Let's see what you got.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members. I am presenting you AB 1290. It's a district bill that helps streamline the process for retrofitting our hospital, which is needs some seismic retrofit. I have Valerie Lake here with me. She can give you some of the details. We're under a timeline for this bill. It's an urgency bill because we have funding sources ready to go, and we want to get this bill out to the governor so that we can retrofit our hospital. It's my hospital that I use. The next closest hospital.
How you feeling?
The next closest hospital to, for me, would be 100 miles away. So it's 25 miles to this hospital, and so it's very critical for my area. And Valerie, would you like to add some information?
Good morning. Thank you for allowing me to be here. And as Brian said, I am from Mayor's Memorial Hospital District. And because of the seismic requirements of SB 1953, our rural critical access hospital facility must be compliant by January 1st, 2020. Our original facility was built in the 1950s, and it was built through the fundraising efforts of the community, and it is the absolute hub of our community. We serve all of the patients in an area of about 8,000 plus square miles. We are, as he mentioned, there's no other hospital for 75 miles. And we're a self-assessed district hospital, and we serve a large percentage of Medi-Cal, Medicare, elder patients with services such as long-term care, OB, emergency services. So we're a very vital part of our community. AB 1290 will allow us to use the design-build process to bring our facility up to where it needs to be so that we can remain open. The design-build process will allow us to have a project of a lesser scope and a lesser financial obligation, and it will shorten our timeline considerably. We're prepared to get going with this. We have our financing source there, and we're ready to go. So this is the last piece of the puzzle.
Others in support?
Amber King with the Association of California Healthcare Districts. The association has long supported design-build authority for all districts, hospitals, and believe that this is a positive step forward for Mayor's Memorial, which is a small rural hospital, and believe this is very important. Urge your aye vote.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Keith Dunn here for the American Council of Engineering Companies in support of this proposal. We'd also just like to say that we hope that the legislature at some point will make the decision to empower local agencies to procure projects in the best means possible. We're doing this on a piecemeal basis. It seems like every year for different hospitals and other districts. I would offer that transportation and libraries and bridges and other programs also should be able to make decisions on how they best should procure those jobs. I'm here to support this today. I'd like to continue the discussion about empowering local agencies to use the best delivery tools that they can and not have to come up here every time they need to do a project. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dunn. Any opposition? Moved by Senator Morlock. It'll be due pass to the floor. Senator Nguyen had a question.
I do. I actually have a question for the special district hospitals districts. There's 80 hospital districts in California, I believe.
There's 78 healthcare districts throughout the state, 40 hospitals.
Okay, and what I'm just curious, and I'm very supportive. This is the right thing to do. We should do and move forward. This is now our 5th hospital district that we are making this exemption. Is there, for discussion, is there a possibility that we'll see more coming forward? Or do you think that we should just look at considering very specific guidelines for seismic projects only for hospital districts across the state so that we don't see another member come up with an urgency or, et cetera? Because, I mean, this is very important because you've got, one, they're either shutting down. I'm lucky I've got several hospitals around me, but we're very dense. We don't have, large lots. We're very extremely dense in my district. But not only that, but it's also the safety of the individuals, the patients inside the hospital and the employees as well. Should we just look at something much more comprehensive coming forward, or?
Yeah, thank you for that question. Actually, the association has in the past sponsored legislation to provide authority to all district hospitals, actually multiple years in a row, and have been unsuccessful due to some opposition at that time. There have been, in the past few years, district hospitals that have used, that have been able to gain authority on a case-by-case basis, and that has proven to be successful. And so we would support authority for all of the 40 district hospitals throughout the state, especially given that most of them are in rural areas, have a hard time with the seismic retrofit mandate that is coming down. Some of our districts have already met that seismic compliance, and then we have other small rurals similar to Mayors that have not yet. So we would be supportive of that.
Thank you.
Senator Hernandez and Senator Bell.
Being a district hospital, have you had any extensions before, or is this going to be your first timeline?
We are right to the edge of our timeline. We did get an extension, And we've been working on this project for several years now, so we're right.
We've already had one extension or two extensions?
I believe it's just been one.
One, okay. Thank you.
Senator Bell.
Just that I want to validate the fact that this is an issue not just for the district hospitals, but other hospitals as well. And I think what's happened is the Affordable Care Act, when it passed, the hospitals are scrambling to find beds, including the big ones in large cities like San Jose and other places. And so the Alquist Act required a seismic upgrade for hospitals by a timeline. You know, we had to meet a certain timeline. Well, what's happened is most hospitals were talking about tearing down buildings and then replacing them with seismically correct structures. And now we're trying to, in a lot of cases, trying to figure out how to keep the number of beds in the existing hospital, retrofit it, and also build a new building. So people's plans are changing, and this has created, there's a sense of chaos going on right now in terms of building and planning hospitals, mainly because of the Affordable Care Act and all the changes in the healthcare business, and it's putting an increased demand on hospital beds in California. So I think there is a legitimate reason to look at some kind of statewide solution, if you want to say it that way. And we need to further discuss this. This is a big problem. It's going to not go away. And I support your bill so we can take care of your hospital. But this is a big problem on a statewide basis.
Yeah, I completely agree. Okay? Anything further from the members? No further opposition. Thank you for that close. Secretary, you've got a motion. Secretary, call the roll.
Hertzberg?
Aye.
Hertzberg, aye. Wynn?
Aye.
Wynn, aye. Bell? Bell, aye. Hernandez? Hernandez, aye. Laura? Aye. Laura, aye. Morlock? Aye. Morlock, aye. Pavley? Aye. Pavley, aye. 7-0.
7-0. Measure is out unanimously. Did a great job. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's go through the roll real quickly for Senator Lara's convenience, because he's doing a bunch of other stuff. Okay, consent calendar, are we starting? Senator, Assemblyman Mullen, is the staff here? You are? Where is he? Can you present the bill? He should be on his way. Okay, well, call him, because we're losing. Let's go through the consent calendar. Secretary, open the roll.
Laura? Aye. Laura, aye.
7-0. Thank you very much. Next, file item number 1, AB1. Assemblywoman Brown, it is now 5-0. Secretary, open the roll.
Wynn?
Aye.
Wynn, aye. Laura? Aye. Laura, aye.
7-0. That measure is out. Next, file AB2, file item 2 by Assemblymember Alejo. That currently stands at 4-1. Secretary, call the roll.
Wynn? Laura? Aye. Laura, aye. That is
5-1. Who are we missing? Oh, not voting. Okay, measures out. 5-1. Next, file item number, it's 204, file item number 3, AB 204 by Assemblymember McDonald. This is 4-0. The chair didn't vote because of personal relationships with some of the board members on these various things, just in the abundance of caution. It's 4-0. Secretary, open the roll.
Wynn?
Aye.
Wynn, aye. Laura? Aye. Laura, aye.
6-0. Measure is out. File item number 495, which is file item number 6. Assemblymember Gordon currently stands at 5-0. Due pass to the floor. Secretary, call the roll.
Wynn?
Aye.
Wynn, aye. Laura? Aye. Laura, aye.
7-0. Measures out. Third measure passes. Next is file item, this is AB. Next one?
644.
644, file item number 7, Assemblymember Wood, due pass as amended to rules. Motion by Senator Hernandez currently stands at 5-0. Secretary, call the roll.
Wynn?
Aye.
Wynn, aye. Laura? Aye. Laura, aye.
7-0, measures out. Next?
That's it.
That's it? Did Laura vote on this one?
Yes.
Okay, good. So all we're waiting for is Mullen, who's got about 60 seconds. Because Senator Pavley has to leave, and as do others. He was here before, I know, waiting.
Yeah, he's literally on his way. So.
I know, but is he coming from Kansas? Here he comes. Beautiful. Down to 30 seconds. Okay, file item number 5, AB 464, the very tall and handsome Assembly Member Mullen.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I knew his dad, too.
For your patience, here to present AB 464. I'll begin by accepting the committee amendment to ensure that past exemptions to the cap would be subject to the 3% cap under this bill. AB 464 is about local control and flexibility. It gives local voters the ability to raise revenue to fund important public services, including transportation, public safety, and libraries. To do this, AB 464 lifts the cap on district taxes from 2 to 3%. Any local tax increase would require voter approval, a majority vote for general purpose taxes, and a 2/3 vote for any taxes that would go to special purposes. This bill is crucial because if just one city within a county reaches the cap, then the entire county is precluded from having voters raise any additional district taxes, hindering key transportation projects or any attempts to enhance public safety. As a result, a flurry of legislation has been signed into law, creating individual cap exceptions across the state. AB 464 reduces the need for the one-off bills by lifting the cap statewide. Please join me in granting voters the ability to raise sufficient revenue to fund public services in California. Here with me to testify in support.
Do pass as amended to the floor, been moved by Senator Laura. Go ahead, please.
We have with me in support Gus Curry on behalf of the San Mateo County Transportation Authority, as well as Dorothy Holzum with CSAC.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members. I know we're trying to get out of here. We saved the best for last. Gus Corey here on behalf of the San Mateo County Transportation Authority and Transportation Authority Marin in support for the reasons that the author has stated. Happy to answer any questions asked for your vote.
You're about to lose Senator Laura. Yeah.
Good afternoon.
He sees a swing vote on this.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and members. Dorothy Holzum with the State Association of Counties. Pleased to be in support. CSAC's long supported the ability of communities to choose to tax themselves for projects or services, and this bill does so in a uniform manner for all counties. Urge your aye vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further in support?
Wolf, you're going to go up in support? No, didn't think so. Matt Robinson on behalf of the San Mateo County Transit District, Caltrain.
All right, you're about to lose Laura.
San Mateo City County Association of Governments.
I think you're in trouble, Laura, because there's going to be opposition to this thing.
Keith Dunn asked for
Senator Laura.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Michael Pimentel with the California Transit Association in support.
Thank you.
Steve Walk on behalf of the Alameda County Transportation Commission and Napa County Transportation Planning Agency in support.
Thank you so much.
Angela Pontes on behalf of the Santa Clara Valley Transportation Authority in support.
Opposition?
Yes, Senator. Members, yes, David Wolf with the Howard Jarvis Taxpayers Association. We're opposed. I want the senator to stay and vote on this too. So I'm just going to say the committee analysis did a very good job summarizing our points. Regressive sales tax increases are not good. This is just the wrong time to increase taxes. And for those reasons, ask for a no vote.
But it's not increasing taxes via cap so other people can make a determination. There's no tax increase in this. This just simply eliminates the changes.
It is the authorization, yes, sir.
It's authorization for a vote.
It is. But again, just the fact that it's regressive, and as the committee analysis noted, that there are 7 cities right now in California with over a 10% sales tax rate, we do need to ask the question, potentially, when is enough enough? And I think we should.
Well, what about replacing this with sales tax on services? What do you think about that? Just sneaking in that question. Huh?
Is that a trial balloon?
A little trial balloon. Yeah, I know. Good luck with that, let me tell you. That's okay.
It's a big balloon, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. That's okay. You have a quick question? Because you're going to lose Senator Pavley, too.
I would say that Sonoma County just proved the point last week, and so did the city of Sacramento with their trolley measure last week. May not be the right time.
But the question, I think, the question Senator Hernandez asked, is there ever a right time?
No.
That's the right answer. Okay. Opposition, real quickly, because you can lose Senator Pavley.
Peter Blocker at the California Taxpayers Association, and we're also in opposition.
Thank you.
And Mike Rogie with the California Manufacturers and Technology Association in opposition. Thank you.
Okay, anything further? Got nothing, Assemblymember Mullen? Thank you. The bill has been moved. Do pass to the floor. Motion by Senator Laura. Secretary, call the roll.
Hertzberg?
Aye.
Hertzberg, aye. Wynn? No. Wynn, no. Bell? Bell, I. Hernandez. Hernandez, I. Laura. Morlock. No. Morlock, no. Pavley. Pavley, aye. 4-2.
4-2, measure is out. Thank you very much. Okay, that's it. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you. Thank you.